Obahi bebre, ano poku arano mawano, asante kotokono.
Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Nigerian. In today's video, yes, as you've probably noticed, I've got another video coming out, but today I wanted to take a little bit of a break away from crime, because clearly I know I've filled your guys' heads up with enough of it over the past month. Yeah, I've made a video every single day last month. I'm not sure if you've noticed that or not, but it's all been fun and it's reinvigorated me. It's made me want to make even more videos and be a bit more creative when it comes to making videos for you. The creative industry is really important. It's how we are able to tell our stories for generations to come. One of the leaders of the creative industry, especially in film, is Hollywood. The Americans have, of course, really done well in producing movies and then getting it out there on an international level, and they are making so much money it cannot be quantified. Well, I guess it can be, but I don't know the numbers and I didn't do the research, but they're making a lot of money. And we know that Hollywood, almost from its inception, has been used to degrade and put our people down for the past 100 years. Even today, in 2021, nothing has changed. I'm happy with the way Hollywood is changing for the worst. I want to see it go down just as much as you do. But I really think that now that we see that Hollywood is on the decline, I'm really happy to see that Nollywood is on the incline.
The biggest legacy I will leave for posterity is you, my daughter.
Nollywood is absolutely incredible. I didn't know much about Nollywood myself. I didn't know where to watch the films. I didn't know anything until I got Netflix, and then wow, it just opened up a whole new world for me. I'm so happy that I'm able now to just sit back and watch any Nollywood movie, even the new ones. It doesn't matter, and they come out. There are plenty of Nollywood movies that I haven't watched. There are plenty of Nollywood stars that I don't know about, and so it feels like it's just a whole universe of beautiful black people that I'm seeing acting and doing their thing. Nollywood is the future. However, we now have a group of highly talented actors and actresses who are now out there being used as cannon fodder. These people are being used, criminals, gangsters, the stereotypical characters that Hollywood likes black people to portray. But Hollywood has changed in a way that you guys may not have noticed, and now is the time for Nollywood to take over. Now, how has Hollywood changed? Well, I'm going to tell you how, but first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon, link in the description. I'm also going to ask you to please follow the Oversight channel, the channel that is there to help you to invest on the African continent both safely and securely, link also in the description. So how has Hollywood changed? Well, Hollywood has changed over the last 20 years quite dramatically. It's becoming increasingly more expensive to produce a blockbuster movie. The movie producers and directors, they all know this, and so they don't like taking chances. Let's say you're a movie producer, an executive producer, and you want to spend $50 million of your money on a movie. You want to put your other people's friends' money inside there as well, and you want to spend $250 million on a movie, and you're keeping your fingers crossed and you're hoping that you get all your money back with a bit more on top. That is what they do. This is what an executive producer does. They provide the capital so that these filmmakers can go out and actually produce the movies. Of course, when you're spending a huge amount of money like that, you want to make sure that film that you are financing is going to make your money back. So you look at the parameters, you look at the types of people that the movie is going to be produced for, you look at the genre of film. You don't want the movie to be a flop because then you will lose money. So what has Hollywood been doing over the last 20 years? Well, you already know what they've been doing over the last 20 years. They've been producing superhero movies. They've been producing lots of superhero movies. They have almost put all their eggs in the bag when it comes to superhero movies. There are so many superhero movies that are being produced now, and the reason why so many of them are being produced now is that they make money. It's really simple. They don't need to think about making a movie that will be a PG, a parental guidance, you know. They don't need to think about stuff like that, because those movies, I mean, think about it. If you're cutting out half the amount of people that are able to go and watch your movie officially, it's not going to make you as much money as if you are making a movie, a family movie for everyone, okay? So they want movies which are going to be family friendly, and superhero movies tend to be family friendly. And another thing is the characters that these actors portray in these superhero movies, you know, Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, these types of people, we know about these characters, and we as consumers, we are really simple-minded people. What we want to know, what we're going to get, you know, that's the type of people who most of the cinema goers are. Really simple-minded people that want really simple-minded stories. You're going to go to the cinema, you're going to consume that movie. That's what we do now. We consume those movies, and then we leave the cinema and we forget about it. We don't talk about it. There's nothing philosophical about Superman beating up some criminals. It is what it is, right? There is nothing that you're going to take away from that movie, which is not going to be different from the Batman movie or the Spider-Man movie or the Doctor Strange movie. They're all the same, right? They all give these certain stories, they run through it, and then that's it. It's over. And now we have a group of extremely talented Nigerian actors and actresses. Actors like Ichiwal Ifo, John Boyega, Hakim K. Kazim, Adewale Akinyu Agbale. My goodness, I didn't even know that I could say these names. And of course, Hugo Weaving. Yes, Hugo Weaving. A lot of people don't even know that he's a Nigerian actor. But yeah, he was born and raised 100 miles north of Lagos, lived there until he was a teenager. He lives in Australia, but he still kept his Nigerian citizenship and still goes back there very often. You guys didn't know that, did you? You just thought that he was Agent Smith. Well, yeah, no, now you know. So we have all these really talented actors, and they haven't really been carrying the flag for Nigeria that much. A lot of them were diasporans in the first place. Okay, we understand that. And we also understand that it's difficult to be an artist, to be an actor in the creative industry. So if you're an actor and you're making money, you are very, very lucky. Okay, and we know that a lot of these actors are going to Hollywood to make their coin. But we also understand that a lot of these actors are going back from Hollywood, and sometimes they're going to Broadway, or, you know, they are putting their acting skills to some good use in other places. But why are they not coming back to Nigeria? Why are they not lending their handy skills to the Nollywood industry? Why aren't they producing Nollywood movies? Is it because they don't understand the culture? Okay, maybe they don't. But you got to understand that Nigerians have traveled. They travel everywhere, worldwide. There are so many in the diaspora, it is ridiculous. And many of them travel back to Nigeria. I don't think it should be any different for the actors who have gone to Hollywood. Now, I'm not saying that these guys should totally turn their backs on Hollywood. There is money to be made in Hollywood, and these guys are Nigerian. Enough said. I do think, though, that they should start pouring their resources into Nollywood and try to make Nollywood a more internationally known brand and start to produce movies on a bigger scale. And when I mean bigger budgets. I don't mean more movies. You got to remember that Nollywood makes way more movies than Hollywood does. So we don't need any more. We just need even better quality I just like the fact that I can watch a movie and not think about what one of those directors have been doing inside there. You know what I mean when I say these, don't you? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. They've always used Hollywood as a mechanism, as a tool to degrade us. So why are things going to stop now? Things aren't going to stop now, and they're not going to stop in the future. Hollywood will always be used as a tool to destroy and put down our people. So we must recognize this, we must do something about it, and we must fight back. And the best way to fight back is by using the largest film industry in the world, Nollywood, to fight back and to essentially ignore these people. Act as if they don't even exist. And I promise you, we will do much better without Hollywood. Do you watch Nollywood regularly? Do you like Nollywood? Do you prefer Hollywood over Nollywood or Nollywood over Hollywood? Let me know in the comments section below. It'd be really good to hear your opinion on this. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. I'd like to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my patrons, and I will see you in the next one. Until the next time, please think twice. Draw a bit.